What's up guys, Pypo here, bringing you a video today of me doing some 2v2 on my Fury Warrior. Need to apologize if my voice is sounding a little bit off. I've been sick recently, haven't actually recorded a vid for a long time. Just got back onto WoW to do some PvP on my Warrior of Doom here. Still rocking the fucking Fury, but I don't know if I should be going arms or not. A lot of people tell me arms is the way to go. I might save up for a two-handed sword or something like that and go arms and see what it's like. A lot of people tell me they execute crit for 1 billion like in one hit, and it's like, I kind of want to try that out, but I don't know. Well, I've been sticking with the Fury and liking it, but this first game here, guys, is going to be a pain in the ass to start. I hate when games start like this and it's a bunch of people just hiding around doing nothing. A lot of games do start like this. I want to leave the first one in like this so you can kind of see how all my games start, but in the next couple of clips that I have after this one, I actually did cut out the kind of faffing about at the start of the games here. A lot of hunters send their pet at me. I just kind of dismount and attack it, you know, get some fury up, do some damage. I just want him to call it back, basically. I'm just going to do enough damage to make him call it back or whatever, and just wait it out a little bit here because I do want to get onto the healer if possible. And there's a lot of Resto Druid healers actually, and honestly, they're pretty squished, but they're also super hard for me to stay on. Probably the hardest healer to stay on ever is a fucking Resto Druid. It's just so hard to stay on top of one and do as much damage as you can to them because you're just running around, blinking here, blinking there. If they're night elves, which most of them are, they're going stealth and shit. And it's like, Jesus, I just want to put my sword in your fucking butt. What is going on here with you just running around like a maniac? It's so hard. It's so hard to stay on a Resto Druid. But luckily for me, I do have a Feral Druid on my team. So we do have a decent amount of slows and a decent amount of charges and pounces and stuff like that. So we can kind of get on top of people decently. And on top of that, a Feral Druid right now doesn't do a lot of damage with certain abilities. So our bursts can be pretty good at times. And then of course we're just left with a Hunter to deal with. With a Hunter with the fucking... Even as a Fury Warrior, I think I probably 1v1 a Hunter if he's not that great. If he's really good, he can probably beat me using traps and all that kind of stuff effectively. But I think it's a Fury where I'm pretty much okay versus the Hunters at this point. I'm decent at it to where I can 1v1 pretty much whatever I think I'm confident of versing. But I actually versed a Rogue recently who fucked me up though. I 1v1'd a Rogue on my Fury and just got absolutely hammered, which sucks at a giant dick. But there you go, that's the first game, guys. Next one up is gonna be a Disc Priest and again a Hunter. A lot of Hunters as well. A lot of Hunters, a lot of healers. But again the game plan is gonna be going that healer and trying to get him down. Disc Priests have the illusion of being extremely tanky, I guess is what I want to say. I say illusion because it doesn't last as long as they probably wish it did. It lasts a certain amount of time and then all of a sudden they're dead. You know, I mean, that's legitimately what happens. You're kind of just chilling out, you're a Disc Priest, you're like, oh man, I'm in full health, I'm absolutely fine. And then all of a sudden, they're fucking in the ground. And it's really rough for them at that point because they just, it's like if they don't have a bubble up, they just get absolutely fucked on. And also on top of that, their healing, like their actual healing itself is not that great. It kind of sucks for them. But either way, it's good for me because I'm versing him, I'm trying to kill him there. So we're going to get onto that Disc Priest, stick on him as hard as possible. I'm going to drop a fear down when I can and just try to Blaze Storm. I like to Blaze Storm whenever the two people are like kind of close together. That's like my favorite time to Blaze Storm because I like to split that damage up a little bit. Make the healer kind of think about his other teammates and something like that. I'm pretty low here, but I'm going to get some off heals from my Resto buddy. I mean, not for Resto buddy, good Lord, Feral buddy. And start popping my defensives, go into defensive stance, start popping my absorb that I have. I'm just kind of expand that absorb and stay on that priest, and eventually do get him down. And as you see there, as a warrior, you can kind of, if you're versing a 1 DPS, you can kind of have a little bit of leeway if you're low health and just pop the defensive. And you can stay alive for a fair amount of time, but I'm not going to risk coming out at this low health with my Feral ice trapped or anything like that. I'm going to wait for my Feral to get on him, wait for him to get a good opener, and then I'll jump on him and try and do some extra damage and try and make him pop a disengage or something like that, put the stun down like that. And it's, I don't like playing super aggressively when I'm low health. I don't like doing it. Even when we definitely have this win in the bag, and I know my Feral could 1v1 even if I died, I still want to, you know, be safe. I still want to be very safe. So that's why I immediately go behind poles like that and jump behind poles and do all that kind of stuff. Next one up is a pain in the ass game, which is an Affliction Warlock and Resto Druid. We actually versus combo a few times. We lost to it a few times as well. Just, it basically depends on how good the Resto Druid is. If the Druid's really good, and he's really good at hiding behind poles and really good at going bear form and doing that kind of stuff, then we're probably going to lose. It's going to be really hard for us to kill that Resto Druid. And on top of that, we don't really have amazing off healing, so a Warlock's dots are going to be enough to hurt and kill us. And as you see here, a Druid in tree form, I do nothing to. I do absolutely nothing to this druid in tree form. It's ridiculous. I can't even fathom how little damage I'm doing. It's just, it almost is completely pointless to attack a tree form druid. Like, I don't know if I should switch to the fucking warlock here and just kind of faff around until the tree form's down, like treat it like a bubble almost. But at least I can build some rage, build some hits up and that kind of thing. And he's gonna drop the tree form there and really starts taking more damage. A blade storm to try and stay on top of him, but he does get away. Luckily for us, my druid needs to get on him. I'm gonna charge in here. I'm gonna get a defensive stance as well and start popping my defensives at around this point in time because I'm extremely low. I'm trying to stay alive, but my druid burst is about to happen, which is right there. As you see the druid go down to no health whatsoever. I get a nice storm bolt in, and we're good to go. And then the warlock just goes AFK. He's just done with it. A lot of people just get AFK when they see the other partner die, so we just finish him off here. He just completely did not want to. I don't know why you don't just like fucking right-click the little eyeball and leave, but a lot of people just AFK. I don't know what it is. Next up is another. Are all these games healer combos? I think there's so many healer combos in this game, but yeah, I start off here with like running around a pole because I was running around that pole for a while, guys. Just running away from a DK. Luckily for me, I don't know what happened there, but that fucking guy death gripped me and it didn't pull me for some reason. I don't know what happened with that. I don't know like why it did that, but yeah, it just straight up did not work, and it's fucking strange to me why it didn't. But yeah, I'm not gonna complain about it because I didn't get death gripped. So I think he might have actually put his like icy vein. What is it called? The thing that puts ice around you. I think he put that on me before he death gripped or something, and I didn't actually get gripped because of it. So he might have goofed himself. I don't know. But we're gonna stick on this Resto Druid pretty fucking hard here, and we're gonna get him down pretty quick as well. Resto Druids, man, even not Druid, sorry, Resto Shaman. I have really good healing, even surprisingly when they're moving. Like I always assumed if they were moving they couldn't heal that well. But that guy gets it down fucking really good. God. Sorry about the yawns, guys. I'm been sick as fuck recently and not getting much sleep. Or if I get sleep, it's like at the wrong fucking times, and it's just like, oh god. I have that weird sleeping patterns when I'm sick, when I'm like up and down all night, fucking ridiculously. Anyway, this game, guys, will be a Disc Priest and a Fury Warrior. And yet again, like I said before, you just want to stick on that Disc Priest, and eventually the shield will drop. Eventually, you will not have any defensive left. And you'll be able to just kind of break through and actually do natural damage to him instead of having to wait for that fucking shield to go down. The shields absorb so much, and it makes you feel like you're not doing anything, but in reality, you're doing a lot of work here. And if you just stick on him, you will eventually get him down. As you see here, he's got no shields, and he's going to take a lot of damage. But that is going to be the last video of this 2v2, guys. Last 2v2 of this video, I should say. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Have a good day out with you guys, and I'll see you next one. Hopefully when I'm not sick and I won't sound like a fucking weird person. But anyway, guys, see you later. I hope you enjoyed the video.